Good morning, guys. So I've got kind of a fun story to tell you. I've got a metal detector that my father-in-law had bought me for Christmas a few years back. He knew that I was into coins and looking for treasures, and he bought this for me. I've taken it out and I've used it a ton of times. I started in my own backyard finding Hot Wheels cars and coins, and then I kind of spread out and went to some other places, and I've had so much fun with this metal detector. The only problem is it doesn't work all that great when it tells me what metal it is or how far down in the ground it is, and the pinpoint option doesn't work super great. And so a few weeks back I had an email that came in from Katney with OMMO Metal Detectors, and she asked if I would like to have one of their metal detectors to review on the channel, and I responded back quickly and I was like, yes, that would be so awesome. So I get a package from Katney, and we got our OMMO metal detector, a GC-1067, and we're gonna take this out of the box and show it to you guys and review it here on the channel, and we'll see how well it does. All right, guys, I'm ready to dive into this thing here. The packaging is really nice for it. It's packaged really well. Open it up. Oh, really nice. So starting out, the metal detector bag here, and they even include 2 batteries for your metal detector. I don't know if you guys can see the 2 batteries that they've got included here, but that's really nice. That way you can just hit the ground running when you get this thing. All right, I assume that that's one of the pieces of the pole, and another piece of the pole. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Assuming it goes in there somehow like that. Got our instructor manual. Oh, cool. It even comes with a little pair of headphones. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a little pair of headphones so that you can hear the metal detector a lot better. Sometimes these metal detectors, they do have a speaker on the outside, but a lot of the times it's really hard to hear it, especially if it's doing the high ting that you get when you find something that's silver or gold. And so having a set of headphones is extremely helpful. And this feels like a really nice pair of headphones. It's pretty sturdy, and they don't have like the overlap on the ear where it would kind of pinch against your ear. They're just flat, so they'll just lay against your ears. So that's really nice. I love that. It's like Christmas morning getting a metal detector. What else did we get here? What is this? There's like a little camouflage bag. No way, this is so cool. Look at that. It's a little shovel. That is amazing. So if you guys find your spot with a metal detector, they come with a little shovel, and I guess that's what that little handle with that compass is for. Screws right onto there, and then you've got a little shovel for digging up your finds once your metal detector pings something underneath the ground. How cool. Oh, I love that. And the fact that it comes in like its own little carrying case and it breaks down into that carrying case is super nice. So it just all collapses up, and then it goes right down inside of that little carrying case. That's awesome. That's super handy. I wonder if that fits inside the larger bag that they sent with us. I'm gonna have to look and see, but I bet that there's a pocket in there that we can put that little camo bag. All right, so here's the arm brace for it, and it looks like here's the handle. I'm gonna have to figure out how to assemble this thing. We'll set these pieces all over here. Oh, and here's the brains of the machine right here. Here's the actual metal detector. So here's what it looks like. I'm excited to get this thing powered on and see how it does. All right, we'll set that down. And here's our coil with our cord. This coil, compared to my other coil, is massive. I'm gonna have to go grab my other coil and I can show you a comparison of the size of this coil, but I think it's quite a bit bigger. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to assemble this thing. I'm gonna put all my little pieces in here. We're gonna push this box forward. I'm gonna come back once I've got this thing assembled and I'm gonna show you guys how it's working. All right, so it looks like these pieces just insert. So here's the brace piece for your arm, and I love that this is adjustable to meet the length of your arm. So I like to have mine kind of up on my forearm. Let me loosen up this adjustable Velcro strap. So that's kind of where it would be comfortable for me. So there's a little lock right here on the bottom. I just lock it up, and then I've got another piece here, and this one comes out as well to collapse in. You just press the lock on the bottom there, and that one locks in. And the same with that final piece. That final piece goes in, and that one just locks in as well. And you've got the base for the metal detector set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get the coil on the metal detector. All right, so once you get it positioned on there, the metal detector coil just slides over this piece here, and there's just a set of nuts that just lock that down for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that down. Get that coil on there. Perfect, okay. We got our metal detector part of the way built here. So now we're gonna get our metal detector brain attached to it here. All right, so I'm guessing this guy is just gonna clip in right here. So there's like a little bracket, and it will just slide back in there. There's a little set of grooves on the bottom of it, and there's some little plastic pieces right here. Those two pieces go in, and it just pops down. And then there's a screw hole. I'm having a really hard time seeing the screw hole though. Oh, actually I do see it. So that screw hole lines up with some slots that are in between those two pieces, and that screw just goes right on there like that. Okay, so now it's time to get that coil wound around this pole and plugged in to the brain of this metal detector. Typically with the coil, you want to wrap it around, and the reason that you do this is to eliminate electromagnetic interference on that reed. So we're gonna get that coil wire really tight up through here and get it plugged into the back of this, just like that. And they've even got a little nut that snugs that down on there, which is really nice, so that piece doesn't accidentally come out. So, all right, we've got a built metal detector. Here it is. So now we just need to throw some batteries in it, and we're gonna give it a try. So battery compartment, you just pop this out. We'll go find those batteries that came with the case. All right, here's our two batteries. They're kind of wrapped up in some plastic, so we're gonna pop those open like that. Let's throw this stuff back in the case. All right, there's battery number 1. Battery number 2. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and plug those in here. See, my other metal detector, I'm pretty sure, only uses one battery. So maybe that's why it didn't work as good. Maybe it didn't have as much juice for looking at what was in the ground. Okay, so we've got the battery plugged into the first of the little terminals. Let me move this box out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing really good. So they have some little 9-volt battery terminals inside here. I don't know if you guys can see these, but there's one like that. And this is what the batteries plug onto. We go ahead and plug this other battery in. Okay. And it looks like they've got a little slot that each of those batteries can go down into. So we're gonna slide those up inside there. Clip that shut. All right, the moment of truth, guys. We'll see if our metal detector powers on. It's going. I don't know if you guys can see the screen, but it's ready to start metal detecting. So, all right guys, so we're gonna just take it out and we'll put a couple of things on the ground that should pick up on a metal detector. We're gonna see how it does. So here we go, let's do it. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to see this bag. So I got a nice carrying case that comes with it. That's perfect. It does look like it's got a spot. You could fit that little bag that is camo that has your shovel inside of it. And I imagine you would break down a couple of pieces of this and put it into here to get it to be able to fit. But it's a pretty nice little canvas bag. Feels very durable and very sturdy. And it looks like it does come with a little strap so that you can kind of throw it over your shoulder if you were hiking out somewhere with it. So awesome. All right, guys, it's wanting to detect. Should we see if it'll pick up something metal here? Here we go. Yep. Seems to be working on the pocket knife. Let's go try something else on the ground. Okay, so before I take it out, I just wanted to show you guys really quick the difference in the coil size between these two metal detectors. So this is my old one, and this is the new OMMO metal detector. And that coil is so much bigger. I have a feeling that this is gonna help me find stuff a lot easier on the ground. So let's go give it a try. All right guys, so we're gonna test out this OMMO metal detector. I've got a couple of different things here. So I've got some small little pieces of silver. I'm just gonna toss these on the ground in various spots. There's a barber dime right here. And I've got one of our buffalo nickels I'm gonna toss out there. I've got a quarter, a silver quarter. We're gonna toss that out there. And then a silver dollar. So we're gonna toss all of these on the ground. We're gonna test that OMMO metal detector. And we're gonna see how it does at picking these up above ground. So let's give it a shot. We got our little, I think it's our barber dime, our buffalo nickel, our quarter, and our silver dollar right here. So we'll start with the silver dollar and let's see. I'm gonna turn this guy on. Oh, I think it's on already. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna give it a sweep past and just see if it picks it up. Okay, perfect. So it's actually giving me numbers like the more expensive metal detectors. That is so cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's actually marking it as silver on the reading on that screen. So it's telling me, it's giving me a number. It's in the 90s, but in that top right hand corner, it's showing me that it's silver. Okay. Let's try something else. Let's try the buffalo nickel here. So the buffalo nickel. Oh, yep. Okay, so it's showing me a lower number here. Down in like the 40s and 50s. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's showing on the screen that it kind of looks like it's indicating that it's a pull tab. I don't know that it's recognizing the staples in that. Maybe it's recognizing the staples. Okay, let's try the quarter. So we're gonna give the quarter a try here. Okay, so there's the quarter right there. So it's picking that up inside the copper range. Is that right? Copper or 25-cent range. No, it's reading it just right. Look at that, it's reading it as a quarter. Okay, perfect. So let's go try our barber dime. Okay, barber dime, here we go. Okay. So it's recognizing that, kind of in that same range. Let's go try our small silver. So these are just little pieces that I have here. Okay, so same thing, it's picking it up right there in that silver range. So honestly, really impressed with this thing. My other one doesn't give me nearly as much detail as this metal detector does. I'm gonna see if I can just get some random change and see what it sounds like when it picks that stuff up. So let me grab some real quick. All right guys, I found some pocket change out of the truck. Same thing, we're just toss it on the ground here and see if the metal detector picks it up and what it reads it as. And I probably should move those a little bit further apart. Let's give that a try. Okay, let me grab the metal detector. All right, here's over a normal dime in modern currency. So it's showing right there Yeah, it's showing like on the copper 2 to 25 cent range. I don't know that they have a dime on this display for like a modern dime. Modern coins are alloy. Okay, so there's the penny, and it's picking it up really good. And it's for sure reading it as, you know, for sure reading it as like a 1 cent to copper. Reads it really good coming over it. Okay, so this one right here is the nickel. Okay. Okay, so it's picking it up. Let's see on the quarter here. Okay, so it's showing a quarter. So yeah, it's showing 25 cent piece. So they kind of have the different categories. I don't know if you guys can see these really good, but here, let me hold it up in the light so you can see it a little bit better. So they've got like the silver range on the far right with 50 cent piece, then they got a copper and 25 cent piece, and then 1 cent pieces, gold bottle caps. They've got pull tops. It looks like nickel and 5 cent is second to the far left, and then they got like screws and horseshoes, like just random steel stuff. So that seems to work pretty dang good for like an entry-level metal detector. I'm really impressed with how this thing is operating. Let me see, does it give a distance? Oh, it does. Down here in the bottom right hand corner, it's showing me a distance of how far down it estimates that it is. So on this one, it's reading out that it's just an inch or two down. So I mean, it seems to work really, really good. I'm gonna try the pinpoint on it now, and let's see if the pinpoint works. All right, let's give that a shot. All right, so let's say that we got a silver dollar sitting underneath the ground, and we want to do pinpoint. So I'm gonna put it in pinpoint mode, and I mean, that seems to work really good. Honestly, I'm super excited about how good that pinpoint works, because my other one has a pinpoint mode. You got to sit there and like constantly hold the button down, and it just doesn't seem to work very good. And this one works amazing. It definitely gets you in the area. So honestly, really impressed with this OMMO metal detector. And I'll see if I can post a link here so you guys can see the Amazon store that you can buy it from. Thank you to OMMO so much for sending us this. And I might see if we can find a spot to bury you guys a treasure that you guys can come out with a metal detector and see if you can find. So let's go do that. Okay guys, out on this dry lake bed where we've been testing out this metal detector, we're gonna leave a buffalo nickel for you guys. And I'm gonna bury it not too deep, but here's buffalo nickel 22 of 22. I'm gonna put it down in that hole, and we're gonna bury it right here in this spot. Get down there as low as I can. We're gonna cover it up with some dirt here. Now, if you come out here within some recent amount of time, you may be able to see it from where I've messed with the dirt, but there's all sorts of track marks, and it kind of looks like almost like a spot where the water has come down and washed down through here. But that spot is here underneath the ground, so you guys can come and search for that buffalo nickel. We're going to give our OMMO metal detector a try with this thing underground. We're going to make sure that it is picking it up. All right, so we're going to power that guy on, and let's give it a little sweep here. See if it's picking it up. Okay. See, now I think it's picking up the steel off of the staples that I have holding that coin holder. But either way, it's sitting here underneath the ground. If you guys come and metal detect for it, you guys will probably be able to come and find it. Let's do, in fact, you know what? Let's do that mode. Let's take the memory jewelry mode. Okay, so that would take the iron out of it. So let's give it a try again. Okay. All right, it's picking it up in the right range now. Perfect. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try and post maybe a hint to where this spot is, maybe a GPS location, so you guys can come out with your own metal detector and you guys can come find Buffalo Nickel 22 of 22 out on this amazing dry lake bed here in Nevada. Truth be told, if I was a kid or even a grown-up and this showed up underneath the Christmas tree or at a birthday party for me, I would be so excited to get this thing because it's just so intuitive. All of the options on it are so easy and so easy to understand. Feels like it comes with a lot of features for how much the thing costs, and seems like it's well built. It's easy to put together, has a good manual, comes with the bag and the shovel and all of that cool stuff. So if you'd like to get into entry-level metal detecting, definitely give this little guy a try.